Handke, Lake Oswego's transformational voice teacher, and thank you for joining me today about this video about the inner voice. Now, I'm going to start with a disclaimer because I am not a life coach, I am not a counselor, I am not a therapist, I am not a psychiatrist. But I did want to touch on this topic because it is so common. I see it all the time as a voice teacher. When people have been criticized, when there's been trauma, when they've been made to feel less than, their inner voice has been squelched, guess what? It shows up in the body. It shows up in the voice. And so when you start working with your physical instrument, with your voice, things that have impacted your inner voice that need to be healed are probably going to come up. So very quickly, because I'm not going to delve into this again, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a life coach, but I have 3 tools for you that will help you deal with anything that comes up to be healed as you're working with your voice. And the first one is, Martha Beck says this. She's a wonderful writer. I recommend all of her books. She says, if you've got a wounded child inside of you that you need to take care of, treat it like you would a puppy or a kitten. You don't beat up on your puppies. You don't beat up on your kittens. So don't beat up on your inner wounded child. Nurture it. Take care of it. And that little tool should help you be kinder to yourself about anything that may come up that you need to address in working with your voice. The second one, anger letters. I got that from Barbara Stanny. Again, I recommend her books. She writes about women and money. She's a leading expert about women and money and has a fantastic personal story. So anger letters. Like, let's say maybe when you were in 2nd or 3rd grade, some voice teacher or choral director told you that you should lip sync because you couldn't carry a tune and they didn't want to hear you sing in choir. Well, that kind of thing can be damaging. And that's where you treat your inner child like a puppy or a kitten and take good care of them. Well, that anger letter could maybe be directed at that choir director or that music teacher, whoever it was that told you that you had a lousy voice and you shouldn't be using it, or that criticized or harmed you in some way. Or even if you don't know who you're mad at, just start writing. I am so furious because, and just write until you feel all written out. And then set the letter aside for a day or 2, come back, reread it. If you feel like there's still some anger coming up, keep on writing. And just keep repeating this until the anger is gone. Okay? And then you can throw the letter away, you can burn it, you can rip it up, throw it in the trash, whatever you want to do. You could even mail it if you really wanted to. But that is the second tip, anger letters. The third one is just something I've learned through my own process. And that is that emotions that come up and we try and squelch them or bury them or ignore them or set them aside, guess what? They come back and bite you in the butt later. So the thing is, feel whatever you feel. Feel it all the way. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to sob, if you need to scream. But do it with good vocal technique, please. But just get those emotions out until you are completely drained, and then maybe you feel like laughing. So that's really it. Nurture your inner child. Treat it like a puppy or a kitten. Write anger letters if you need to. And please feel, release, and honor your precious emotions. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you in the next video.